Saladin's camp is a real Babylon. I hope that our tour will not get lost.
The many nationalities which compose this Saracen army are a real godsend for us. There are Sudanese, Turkophiles, Dalimites, Mamelukes, and God knows who else. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. And they all hate each other's guts.
I know these Alpine master engineers well. After having seen them in action at Chastelet on the Jordan, despite the thickness of our walls, they took no time in sapping them.
Don't be surprised at what I am about to reveal, kind mortals who listen to me. Whilst the brave Ahto entered the Bedouin encampment, I followed and struck him violently on the head. I took care, though, not to break open his skull, although I was certain that it was much harder than the fine steel that composed the Prophet's very own sabre, the Zulfikar. When he came to, he looked up at me, and at last understood that I was a spy in the service of Saladin. I will always remember the look of complete bewilderment on his face, and will think back to that moment each time I feel the need for a good chuckle. The message entrusted to Ahto by Reynald was coded, but not very difficult to decipher. It was intended for the members of the sect of assassins. Their mission was to kill Saladin himself, as well as young little Baldwin, the future Baldwin V. They had also been ordered to kidnap Ahto, brain him, and leave him unconscious in Jerusalem at the foot of the Temple of the Lord, next to the corpse of little Baldwin, so that he may be accused of that heinous crime. By the wine of Aleppo, how stupid is he, like Ahto, who listens to flatterers without discretion, and who lets himself be enchanted by their honey-coated discourse.
Ahto, Maimonide informed me of thy bravery. Thou didst risk thy life to save that of my faithful servant, the wily Al-Harawi. As a token of recognition, I have decided not to have thee killed. But I have assigned a mission for thee. Stop the crime to be perpetrated on Baldwin the Leper King. As for thee, Al-Harawi, thou wilt propose a truce of 4 years to the king. Maimonide will accompany thee to cure his leprosy, to show our good faith. What dost thou think of this beautiful chessboard, Ahto? Dost thou understand the forces which are at play in this despicable machination? Thou canst make only one move. Be sure that it counts.
O leader of the faithful, we now can perceive the deadly threat that Reynald and Gerard pose to Mecca, the tomb of Abraham, and the whole kingdom of Jerusalem. If you deign listen to my humble opinion, I propose that you make an alliance with King Baldwin, as, in my view, it will not be this frail leper, or even less little Baldwin, that youngster of 5 years of age, who will be able to thwart the plans of these power-hungry serpents.
O illustrious protector of the faith, I see that your great army grows weary, and the tensions that divide it grow day by day. I see also that your people has risen up in Mosul, and that a famine is rearing its ugly head in Syria. Like King Baldwin IV, you are threatened in your role as defender of the holy places. May I venture to suggest that 2 years of rest will be of great use before continuing the struggle against Reynald and his cohorts.
great Saladin did not feel strong enough to confront the garrison of Kerak at the same time as the royal army led by Raymond of Tripoli. He therefore lifted the siege. The plans of Reynald and his conspirators were clear. By seizing the tomb of Abraham and the Black Stone of Mecca, they would hold in their hands the power of the main objects of worship of the Muslim and Jewish faiths. Furthermore, in taking the place of Baldwin, they would control the Christian monarchy of Jerusalem, and at the same time help themselves to the remains of the Holy Cross. Thus, once all the relics of the three great religions of this world were reunited inside Kerak, the plotters would be able to benefit from enormous spiritual and financial power. As for Artaud, he had not forgotten the mission that Philippe, before Saladin, had entrusted him with. But he was unaware that his days were now numbered. Only a few more grains of sand are left to drop through the hourglass of thy most miserable existence, fair knight.